Hook. Echoes of service. The stories behind the uniform. Step into any small-town diner, and you might spot a faded cap bearing the words World War II Veteran or Vietnam Vet. Across America, these hats are more than accessories. They're living reminders of sacrifice, resilience, and history. From the beaches of Normandy to the sands of Iraq, each military service era has shaped not only the nation but also the individuals who stood at the front lines. Today, let us journey through the defining experiences of our military veterans, from World War II to the post-9/11 era, and explore how their legacies continue to shape our world. World War II. Veterans, the greatest generation. No era of U.S. military service is more mythologized than World War II. More than 16 million Americans donned the uniform between 1941 and 1945, driven by a sense of duty after the attack on Pearl Harbor. These men and women fought across Europe, Africa, and the Pacific, facing unimaginable odds. Key experiences. Global conflict. Veterans saw combat in Normandy, Iwo Jima, and the Ardennes, among countless other battles. Homefront unity. The war effort unified the country, with communities rationing goods, growing victory gardens, and supporting war bonds. Enduring impact. Returning veterans shaped the post-war world, fueling the economic boom and raising families that would become the baby boomer generation. Legacy. World War II veterans are often celebrated as the greatest generation for their sacrifice and unity. Their numbers are dwindling. Most are now in their late 90s or older, but their stories continue to inspire. Korean War veterans, the forgotten war. Often overshadowed by World War II and Vietnam, the Korean War, 1950-1953, is sometimes called the Forgotten War. Yet, for the 1.8 million Americans who served, its impact was anything but forgettable. Key experiences. Harsh conditions. Soldiers endured brutal winters, mountainous terrain, and fierce fighting, such as the Battle of Chosin Reservoir. Political complexity. The conflict was a United Nations police action, and its ambiguous ending, an armistice rather than a victory, left many veterans feeling overlooked. Long-term effects. Many Korean War vets faced challenges in receiving recognition and benefits compared to their WWII counterparts. Legacy. Korean War veterans played a critical role in containing communism and shaping Cold War policy. Today, efforts to honor their sacrifices are growing, with memorials and education initiatives helping to ensure their stories are remembered. Vietnam War veterans, service in the shadow of controversy. The Vietnam War, 1955-1975, was unlike any before it. Over 2.7 million Americans served, many as part of the draft, in a conflict marked by political turmoil and public protest at home. Key experiences. Guerrilla warfare. Veterans faced constant danger from an elusive enemy, dealing with booby traps, ambushes, and a hostile environment. Homecoming. Unlike previous generations, many Vietnam veterans returned to an indifferent or even hostile public, struggling with societal divisions over the war. Invisible wounds. The psychological toll was immense, with many veterans dealing with PTSD and health issues related to Agent Orange exposure. Legacy. Vietnam veterans helped change how the nation treats its service members, leading to improvements in mental health care, veterans' benefits, and public recognition. The Vietnam Veterans Memorial in Washington, D.C. stands as a testament to their courage and sacrifice. Gulf War era. I and II veterans, new tactics, new terrain. The Gulf War, 1990-1991, often called the 100-hour war, signaled a shift in military strategy, precision bombing, rapid ground assaults, and coalition warfare. Gulf War Era II refers to ongoing conflicts, including operations in Iraq and Afghanistan. Key experiences. Technological advances. Veterans utilized night vision, GPS, and stealth technology, making warfare faster and more precise. Environmental hazards. Many Gulf War veterans faced exposure to oil fires, depleted uranium, and other hazards, resulting in a mysterious set of illnesses known as Gulf War syndrome. Changing roles. The wars saw a greater integration of women and minorities, reflecting evolving societal values. Legacy. Gulf War veterans are credited with helping modernize the U.S. military and demonstrating the effectiveness of coalition warfare. They also brought attention to the need for better health care for service-related conditions that aren't always visible. Post-9/11 veterans, a new generation of service. The attacks on September 11, 2001, marked a new era of military engagement. Post-9/11 veterans served in Afghanistan, Iraq, and around the globe, facing challenges unique to the 21st century. Key experiences. Multiple deployments. Many soldiers have served in multiple combat zones, facing long separations from family, counterinsurgency, and nation-building. Service members often acted as peacekeepers, trainers, and diplomats in addition to combat roles. Invisible wounds, visible advocacy. This generation has raised awareness about PTSD, traumatic brain injuries, and the importance of mental health care for veterans. Legacy. Post-9/11 veterans are among the most diverse and technologically skilled in history. Their advocacy has led to improvements in veterans' health care, education benefits, like the Post-9/11 GI Bill, and support for military families. Bridging the eras, common threads, and lasting impact. While each military service era is unique, veterans across generations share powerful bonds: camaraderie, sacrifice, and a commitment to something larger than themselves. They've faced different challenges, from the beaches of Normandy to the mountains of Afghanistan, but the call to serve remains constant. Modern challenges and opportunities. Transition to civilian life. All veterans face the challenge of reintegration, finding meaningful work, building new communities, and sometimes coping with physical or psychological wounds. Honoring all eras. Recognizing the service of all veterans, regardless of era, helps build a stronger, more united country. Learning from history. Each generation of veterans teaches us something about courage, resilience, and the true cost of freedom. Conclusion. Carrying the torch forward. From the greatest generation to today's post-9/11 veterans, America's service members have shaped not only the nation's history, but its very soul. Their stories are woven into the fabric of our communities, living on in the lessons they've taught and the freedoms they've defended. As we honor their legacy, let's remember, every era of service leaves its mark, and it's up to all of us to ensure their sacrifices are never forgotten.